And live.
Hello, everybody. Are we live? We're
Mm-hmm.
live. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. Live. Unalive. Some of us. Well, actually, no. All of you are alive.
Somehow alive.
For now. Somehow
We're
alive.
here.
Yep. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of Somehow Human. That's the official title. Bam, bam. We're like in our pilot season or whatever. So I'm not going to bother naming anything. But yeah. No, I'm just unoriginal actually. But yes. Welcome for a special episode because we have the whole crew here and no guests this time. So that's what makes it special. um, anyway, I'm Leland / Leopold the Just. I use he, him pronouns. I am a social media person and I make memes that are medium tier. So check those out. I'm going to go around the room, virtual room, and select everyone. They'll talk a little bit about themselves and their character. We'll start with Glyza because this is Glyza's first session.
Hey, I'm not muted. What's up? Hi, I'm Glyza. I go by they, them. Tonight I will be playing Darla, the Tainted, and it is the first time that I'm back for season 2, and I'm very, very excited to see where Darla is gonna be because it is gonna be a little bit worrying because she hasn't heard from her patron in a while. But yeah, that's me. Hi.
Awesome. And we will move on to Kat next.
Oh, I'm a cat. That's me. And I'm a cat named Schrodinger, and I play Frank. And yeah, that's me.
Frank is an interesting bird.
Yeah, he's Should I talk about Frank? I can talk about Frank. I mean, he's a guy. He's a little
blurb, if you
pissy,
will.
a little hates everything, including being alive. And yeah, that's Frank.
Welcome. All right, we'll move over to Andy next.
Hey, I'm Andy Martinez. I'm a teacher, educator, and also a TTRPG player. Here playing today as Max Wells, our 68-year-old swamp guy who's been around for a little bit and trying to stay out of everything as best he can, and being bad at doing that. So we're excited to see how he's going to get caught up in everything again.
Excellent. And we'll go with Janie next.
Hi, Janie. I don't know. I play Celeste.
Very well. At that. But all right. So I love some of y'all so much with your intros. They're just so funny. They're worse than mine, and it just makes me happy. Makes me look better by comparison. Anyway, go ahead, Elise.
Hey everyone, my name's Elise. I'm D&D Elise on Twitter. I'm a TTRPG game designer on DM's Guild Drive Through RPG. I'm playing Olivia, who is a descendant of the Queen of Magic, who is Adelaide Harmon. She comes from a family of magic performers and has to help them out with their warehouse while still studying magic at one of the arcane universities in town.
Excellent. Awesome. And then that's everybody. Okay. And so we last left off with kind of almost like a beach episode, and it was in a way a beach episode because it was a beachside venue, so that worked out. Urban Shadows is filled with beach episodes. Usually a D&D campaign goes on for, ages before they have their first beach episode. Not here. We're always at the beach. And that was interesting. There was some fake blood being sprayed everywhere, some real vampire blood being mixed with whiskey and given to people consensually, and it was a whole thing. And then there was our guest last week got mugged by some werewolf bikers, one of which was the same one that attacked the group towards the finale of last season of Somehow Human, which was on a different channel, by the way. I don't know. You can find it on my YouTube channel, at Leopold the Just you'll find it. Anyway, so that was interesting. They saved the guest character. Well, not really saved. It was kind of a group effort. And made their way back inside and had a good time. There was some other stuff that happened. Go watch it. VODs up. And so that was a Friday night, and so we've moved on to the next day, which is a Saturday. So wherever you happen to be at, Darla, you have some sort of radio on, whether it be a radio app or an actual radio in your car or whatever. And you hear this this on the radio. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us for tonight's episode of the Linwood Nightly. I am your host, Kyle the Brain Kane. Last night at the Drain down by the boardwalk, we had a concert by the bloody, disgusting shock rock band Eldritch Money Shot. We have word that they're still cleaning up food coloring after mopping away all night. Don't wear white if you plan on going out there with your friends tonight for karaoke Saturdays. I'm feeling fine. On tonight's show, we have a special guest, the vamp with the plan and bar owner, Malik Turner. He will be discussing the show as well as other wild events he has planned for the next month in honor of their 50th anniversary of being open. So if you could go ahead and describe for us, guys, what such scene Darla is in on this early Friday evening, as she's either just returning to Linwood Cove or wherever, however you want to say it. Yeah, go ahead.
She took a break just after everything that had happened, being stuck in the courts and whatever, having to save their patron, even though maybe not saving them would have been better, and it's been very confusing this entire time. So she's driving back to the city. She hears the radio. Hearing Malik's name after all this time, she rolls her eyes and she's like, "The bitch," and then continues driving, and just basically like, "I can't believe I dated that guy for so long." Whatever. And just continues on.
I wrote that without thinking about that at all, and I'm just dying over here. I'm like, oh, that's right, they dated. This is what
We did. That bitch lied to me.
Dumped his ass pretty early in season 1, if I do remember.
I did dump his ass really early.
Deserved it. Anyway. Yeah, fuck that guy. Sitting, so you're driving in your car?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My little Mini Cooper,
and you're going to your apartment or something?
Yep. To go to my apartment.
Okay.
I haven't been home in like a couple of weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
Has it been a couple of weeks?
It's been a month.
Been a month then. I've been gone for a month.
So you left right after the events of the end. Okay. Of last season. Cool.
Yep.
All right. So we'll say you gather your things and your keys and lock up the Mini Coupe, and you go over, and your mail, you see chunks of paper sticking out of your mailbox, and you see what seems to be have just been delivered today, sitting there with your name on it. A bouquet of flowers, a little tiny ice chest with ice at the bottom, and a little sushi roll, like freshly made sushi roll. Maybe it's been there for, it's still fresh. And what's something you need for your apartment?
Let's see. 2 swords. That's exactly what I need for my apartment.
Home protection.
Home protection. 2 swords.
Okay.
That look like decoration but can easily be used. That's
okay.
What I want.
All right. Give me 1 second.
Because I know who it's from. I have a feeling, and I want 2 swords, Keen.
Okay. All right. How about this? I looked up some Filipino weaponry.
Arnie's? Are we doing the Screama sticks?
I see some cool swords here.
We'll do the swords then.
Okay, there is this sword. It's almost kind of like a samurai. How a samurai has a katana and a wakizashi. It seems like kind of a matching pair of swords called espada y daga.
Yep.
It just means sword and dagger.
Yep.
So you just have like, and yeah, okay. I'll send you the picture. Hold on one
Works
second.
great for me.
Okay, yeah, they're
Thanks,
nice
Keen.
curved slashing blades. Yeah, I'll send you that real quick on Discord. Cool. And yeah, I figured out. All right, perfect. Yeah, Keen's good at buying gifts. And let's see, what else was it? Oh, and there's a letter.
Him and his
And
letters.
it's got, it's a letter. It's sealed with wax. And are you gonna read it here or read it when you get inside? Or
I'm actually gonna open it first, and I'm going to read it here. And I believe it was sent to me, and I can read it.
Yeah, I sent it to you. If you would like to read it, yeah. Let's say that for cinematic purposes, everybody knows not to metagame in this group. So, but for cinematic purposes, the camera focuses on the letter as you're reading it
Okay.
inside your head.
let me pull it up because I feel like this is going to be fun and it's going to be dramatic, and I really, really want Kat specifically to hear this.
Okay. Which is funny because I just to make things fair, Kat, I sent Glyza the text of the letter you got last week because I was like, well, it's public online. I guess you could technically go look it up. Let me save you some time.
All right, I'm about to read it now. Dearest Darla, in all honesty, it was a wonderful span of time that I cherish spending with you and the others. However, it appears we may have reached a divergence. You see, I know you. You met me, but you may have forgotten. Don't feel the need to remember who I was, for I have discarded what I was. However, your patron knows me now, knows that I have adopted the persona of Keen. Let's just say we have a strained relationship, to the point where I swore to dedicate my powers, influence, my entire being to undo what he has reaped. If you continue to follow Phoenix despite knowing who he truly is, then we will stand at opposite ends reluctantly. I won't do anything to harm you, as long as you don't stand in my way. With love and sincerity, Keen. And I'm going to look at it and I'm going to say, God damn it, that Phoenix ruins everything! And just like folds it nicely, and like brings in the gifts and the letters and whatever inside my apartment. He hasn't even texted me back. That jackass. That's basically the last thing you hear as the door slams.
Excellent. Okay. Your phone, the standard ringer goes off on your phone.
Okay.
And you look down and see an unknown number.
I let it go to voicemail.
Okay.
I don't pick up.
All right. Immediately your voicemail ding 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 pops up.
Okay. I don't play it, but I like, you know how some of those voicemail has like transcript. That's what I just pull it up so I can read it.
Oh, perfect. Use the accessibility options to not have to hear whatever the hell nonsense this might be. Mm-hmm. Got it.
If it starts like, "Hey, your car war," I'm gonna delete. I don't have to hear it.
No, that's perfect. Okay, it says, "Hey, this is Phoenix. Go to Tiny Pete and Tobean's Pet Supply and get my fucking cell phone back. I've been tracking it there. I know it's there. I think that guy Frank has it. I don't know why or how. Get it back under any circumstances. Right now." That's what it says. And he does that weird demon patron thing where hold on, let me look at your character sheet. All right, I know they can like do some stuff here. All right, he says this will be a job. or this counts as a job, is what it says at the end, which gives you debt on him, which is really important.
I look at it, and it takes all of my self-control not to immediately dial and call him back because I'm messy like that. But I'm like, no, you know what? Fuck him. I'm just gonna text him because it's a job. And I just text Phoenix back with a K. Just the letter K. And that's it. You know what?
Okay,
It's K with a period.
Oof.
K with
that's worse.
with a period is what he's getting from me.
All right, and you just get save my number sent back to you.
I don't save it. I specifically do not.
That's perfect. Okay.
I
had old Phoenix voice
France.
ready and everything. I was gonna try to sound sultry, you know.
No, she's mad. Also, she's not gonna pick up a phone an unknown number. Come on, man.
That's how you get kidnapped. That's how they kidnap you into the phone.
Unless I know you or you're my mom. Even then, like, I don't answer phone calls from like random numbers.
Especially because all the scam calls I get are my local area code. So I'm like, they're really getting, fancy with this. That's tricky. At first, I would answer them and be like, "Oh, it might be something." No, they're just clever. All right. So yeah,
I go immediately.
You send the
to
text
Frank's
back.
place.
You get the other. You immediately go to Frank's place. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we'll cut over to Tiny Pete and Toe Bean's Pet Supply, which seems to be a common theme. It's a reoccurring location in this season. Maybe because it's owned by a dog and a cat, and that makes me just eternally happy. So, so yeah, you're sitting there, Frank. All right, you're at where are you at? Are you in your like apartment upstairs? Are you down in the store?
I feel like I need a roll table for that. Just like where the
like,
fuck is Frank?
Well, yeah, like a D4 or something, like 4 different main areas.
I rolled a 30. That means he's sitting on the couch, half asleep. He's napping on the couch, and by the napping on the couch, I mean like in the easy chair, like the easy boy.
Mm-hmm.
Lazy boy. I don't fucking. I'm not
easy
old.
boy. It's easy boy for the sake of copyright here in this world.
They don't need our advertisement. It's the
exactly.
It's the easy.
Although I'm sitting in a lazy boy right now. It's so funny, like a lazy boy office chair. Anyway, okay, yeah, you are startled by Toby. He, as cats do, hops up onto the arm of the chair.
Yeah.
Hey, we need to have a conversation, I think.
Oh, what?
He seems very serious. He's just like solemn or something. He's like,
what about
to tell you? Listen, straighten up, bud. This is kind of important. You need to get yourself into dad mode for a minute.
Frank opens his eyes.
Yes, listen, Ari came by here earlier. That's what he calls it, your daughter, Ariadne.
Yeah.
Ariadne. Ari came by earlier, last night. Or, sorry. Ari came by late last night while you were at the show with Tiny Pete, which he loved, by the way. Thank you for taking him. That dog has not stopped wagging his tail since he got back.
Happy to oblige. How old is she? I want to say
Ariadne?
she's 8, but I could be.
That was like 12 or 13 or something like that.
Okay, that tracks. That sounds about right.
Okay, yeah, we'll just say it could be here. Let me actually look right now.
Worries me a little because that worries Frank a little. because that's a little young to be wandering into the city by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. She's.
Ah, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it doesn't really say how old
I
she
don't
is. How old do you
say.
want her to be? I'll add her.
10.
10? Okay.
10.
Alright,
It's split the
start
difference between
age
8
10.
and 12.
That works. All right. She has grandparents.
Yeah.
Grandparents she lives with. Okay. She's Ari came by last night. Her grandma dropped her off, and they were just eating next door. Um. Um. She said she was. She said you were here when she was talking to him. I guess that's why they let her over here. But anyway, I mean, she's so young. It pains me to see. Like as soon as she got out of there from talking to your mom, she knows your mom a ghost, right? Or we established? Have we established that? If not, we can establish that now. She doesn't know.
She doesn't.
She doesn't. Okay.
Nope.
All right. I can
She's
change
not
it up real
supposed
quick.
to.
Okay. No, that's fine.
She can, like she can walk into my apartment and find her mom as a ghost, and
oh shit! Never mind. All right. Yeah. No, all right. Cool. She came up there, man, and she was looking for you. I didn't. I tried to stop her from going up there, but there's only so much, a cat could do. But she went up there in your room, man, and I think she saw Becky up there because, I mean, she was only up there for a few seconds. She come running out screaming.
Well,
I don't know.
That's slightly positive. I think I'd rather running and screaming rather than actually sitting down and having a conversation with her. God damn
and then
it.
you hear from behind you, you hear Becky's voice. You need to call her, please. I want to see her. I want to talk to her.
No.
She already knows. She already knows if I talk to her and explain her how it all works and that I'm okay and that I'm living here with
You're
you,
not okay,
maybe
though.
she will feel better.
You're not okay.
I mean, I sometimes feel okay.
You are literally trying to organize a protest against a literal Olive Garden because it's not a figurative Olive Garden restaurant.
What? No, listen. Okay. I'm just saying false advertising is wrong.
I don't think it was advertised as a restaurant. I could be wrong.
You need
just because something says
to stop fucking
Garden
yelling at me, and then things like stuff in the room starts to like float up, like and just sort of wobble around, and like a vase like smashes into the wall. Tobine's like, "What the fuck? That was like literally 300 years old. Why would you? Oh fuck! You need to calm her the fuck down, Frank. Call her. Call her.
What do you want me to call her?
I'm gonna mute myself. Fuck.
And she just sort of poof dissipates. Like sometimes when she gets like overly angry, like she gets overwhelmed and she just poofs off somewhere because she doesn't want to destroy things any further. And right around then, a car parks in the like the space out front. It is.
It's not like we're closed. I think did I specify that? I feel like the pet shop's open 24 hours, and I think we did establish.
Yeah, it
that
is. It is because they have like emergency medical supplies and stuff. Tobine's a certified veterinarian.
Yes. Yes, this is.
He has magical means of helping him do, like sew a, got sew a kitty up or something.
Yeah. Yikes.
But yes, he's actually quite a good vet.
I don't doubt it.
He's actually certified in robotic surgery. That's what it is. It's not magic. It's science.
This is getting weirder and weirder. Where
Hey, man, you're the one that created this place.
I didn't specify that Tobin was a robotic surgeon.
Hey, my cat got spayed with robotic surgery. I thought it was just the norm these days.
Oh wait.
Or my dog.
So
not
when
cat.
I
don't have a
hear
cat.
when I hear the words robotic surgery, I think cyborgs. I don't think surgery using robots as the tool to do the surgery.
That's what I thought too, like little kitty Borg arms.
Well, it's really cool. It's like this giant robot on a ceiling, and it's got these little arms that kind of.
It's just a fancy claw machine, y'all.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That makes sense.
They're really cool though.
Anyway, that's so funny. But yeah, you see the Mini Cooper pull up, and yeah, they're open, Darla.
I'm gonna knock. Just because.
On a store door.
Yes, because I see Cat there.
Okay,
Not
got it.
Cat. I
That
see
works.
Frank, and I'm gonna knock, and just be like,
Well, you see Frank and a cat.
I see Frank and a cat, and I just knock to see how they'd react.
I think I just have that reaction of it's a front door, like
Yeah. Darla's just feeling really shy because she hasn't been around for a month. It's just
it's open.
sweet, and that's when she comes in. Hey,
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. It's been a while.
Yep, it has been.
Sorry. I had something on my tongue that was weird.
I have a message of sorts.
A message?
Sorta. Not really a message, more of like, give me back my stuff message. Not for me, though.
Frank takes a long pause.
He wants his phone back.
Frank's trying really hard to remember what you're talking about. Cat remembers, but Frank doesn't. It's been a bit.
Frank. Phoenix wants his phone back. He knows you have it.
Right as they say that to you, your head leans back and begin to emit that fateful sound.
Oh boy.
Go ahead and roll with spirit.
He's doing it again.
I already know who this is going to involve too. This is relevant to this scene.
Where's the... Oh, there's the roll 20. I've got so many windows.
If you want to use 2d6 on your own, that's also fun too.
I've only got... I do have one in front of me. Roll spirit.
Yeah, 2d6.
I should know this by now. 10.
10. Okay.
Unless or 9. Did I roll? Oh,
I don't know. I can't math it for you. Okay.
no. It's so the math is done. It's just I did it 3 times, I guess. So either a 9 or a 10.
Either a 9 or a 10. Which one? I see. We'll go with the 10. We're going with the 10. We'll go with the 10. I like the 10. Actually, no, I like the 9. We're going with the 9.
Okay.
We're gonna go with the 9. It's the first one. That's just more fair, I think.
Okay.
All right. So you don't get to choose who it's about, but you do. Okay, so let's see. On a hit, pick one of the options below. The MC will tell you whose future you see. All right, so pick either a dangerous threat is closing in. The MC will tell you why it stalks them. An ally is plotting a betrayal. The MC will tell you when the hammer will fall. Or a tragedy lurks in the shadows. The MC will tell you how they can avoid it. So you pick one of those, and then I pick who it's about.
Oh, so remembering the grumpy old man off Frank had with Macks.
Mm-hmm.
I remembered that without looking. Um, in the last episode, I think Frank is suspicious that Max is plotting a betrayal.
Okay. All right. So, no, all right. So, and now that's spotting betrayal. Okay. So you see a vision of you see a vision of Max gearing up with a bunch of really deadly military grade weaponry. And it seems to be like you when you're in the vision, you feel extremely like hot and humid and sweaty. It's currently like early February, so that's kind of like a hint towards maybe it's like later in the summer.
Oh.
It's kind of because it says it will tell you when the hammer will fall.
Oh, right. Yep.
So you're not really sure what Max is gearing up for in the summer,
But
or if it's
sometime
a
in the next
betrayal or
4 to
not.
6 months.
Plus, there's all sorts of different paths and stuff that fate can take you and stuff. So it could
Right.
be. Sometimes you see alternate paths and stuff that don't actually happen. It's a really kind
True.
of hit or miss.
But I feel like accumulating a large amount of military weaponry is a thing that takes more than 4 to 6 months. Like, this shit's already been ordered.
Yeah, he's definitely probably already got it from what he used to do. He's probably got it buried in an oil drum.
Several.
Yeah, several oil drums.
Damn. Up here in New Hampshire, all we have buried in oil drums is dead people.
Oh Lord, that's hardcore. Okay, and so after about 5 minutes, Darla, of just dial-up noises coming out of Frank's gullet, which is facing the sky. Frank, you come to with a very dry mouth.
While he's doing that, actually, is it possible, like when he starts to go like, I'm gonna start looking around to see if I can just find this phone myself.
Yeah, the cat. You look around for a minute, and the cat's like, what you doing there? What you looking for? You looking for something for like a pet of yours or something? I can help you find something.
I'm looking for a phone that Frank took.
Oh. All right. This is. I feel like a move would be good.
Roll investigation.
Yeah, I know, right?
I want to roll to convince the cat to help me. Or
persuade an NPC. Yep, it's exactly what I was honing in on. So roll. So this would be promises.
I already rolled an 11, by the way.
Or did you roll heart?
I mean, it's 11 on the die.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
So it's
okay.
12
well, then you're
with
good.
heart.
Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. All right. So let's see. Yep. Okay. Yeah. What is it? Not Frank? It's not Frank's phone.
No.
Frank stole it.
I think he found it.
Oh. You don't
I'm
think
just taking
Frank
it
would
back
give it?
because, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I know where it is. Just listen. That you might see a ghost up here. Just try not to be alarmed and try not to say anything incorrect around her. She gets really upset.
I'm going to try not to look at the ghost.
She's actually not around now, but he's warning you she might be upstairs in the apartment upstairs. But you do see, a stairs access that's actually like gated off with like a little pet gate. And when you get to it, Tobin says, "You mind?
Yeah, I open it.
I gotta do this whole thing where I climb up there and nudge it with my nose. It's the whole thing.
No, don't worry.
Thanks.
I'll make it easier for you. You're making it easier for me.
Yep. And so Tobin leads you up there, and where would Frank have put it? Like where would Frank have put it in his room?
I was gonna say it's probably in the inside pocket of Frank's jacket.
Okay.
Downstairs?
So, no, we'll say Frank's got a jacket hanging on on a closet door, maybe.
Sure.
Okay. It's in. I think he keeps it. Let's see. Somewhere in here. Maybe check some of these drawers here. Maybe some of his pockets.
All
And
right.
and you find it. Go ahead.
Thanks, Toby. You've been very helpful.
Yeah, no problem. Just try not to get Frank in trouble for this, okay? I'm pretty sure he was just curious. He picked it up.
No
He's a
problem.
curious guy. He's drunk as hell half the time.
Tobin, you don't have to worry. I actually really like Frank as a person.
Yeah.
I will make sure that Frank does not get in trouble because of this.
Thank goodness, out of character. Thank goodness Becky poofed off. Because if she saw you, it might be a different
Oh
scene
yeah,
right now.
it'll be a different situation if Becky sees me in
Exactly.
there.
Yeah, exactly. This is like her main haunt right here.
Mhm.
She can only follow Frank around if she expends a bunch of energy, but she's pretty much bound to this place. But yeah, so you come back out, and right when you like exit the stairs with Tobin and shut the gate back, you turn around and that's when Frank comes to with the dry mouth.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a vision or something?
Yep. That's generally what that means. That's what that means.
Well,
Hey,
I got what
do
I
you know?
needed. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, do you know this guy named Macks?
Do I know this guy named Max?
Yeah.
Storyteller.
The
Let's
guy,
see, storyteller. That is a good question. Did you have any debts with him? Let's see. I'm gonna say yes that you do know him, but let's see if you have
the
any
guy
debts
with the
specific.
Olive Garden.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. He owes you a debt for giving him his soul back, and he owes you a debt for forcibly stopping him from working too hard. I'm not sure.
Got it.
Cool. Okay. You were like, okay, yeah, he was like trying to do something. I think in your character.
Yeah, I
was
know,
like,
Max.
no,
What's
no,
up?
yeah, I got it. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So I saw him with a lot of weapons. And maybe even a big fire truck.
Knowing Max, he probably does have those things hidden away. Have you seen
Is
the guy?
he planning on using them?
More probably in a defensive manner, from what I know of him.
Okay.
I mean, we can ask. I do know the guy.
Nah. We don't need to ask.
All right.
Oh,
well,
what was it? The thing that you needed?
No, but I got it actually.
Right, but what did you need? What is now missing from my apartment?
Phoenix's phone is missing from your apartment. I took it back.
Is that skinny guy? Is he a skinny guy? I can't remember.
He is kind of
He is.
skinny.
That
Yeah.
skinny guy with the bad attitude.
He's a K-pop.
Yep.
Kids these days.
He's still my boss.
He still needs to pull his pants up.
Well, you know what? I'll tell him. I'll tell him that exactly when I see him.
Why am I dying?
Because it's the first thing that old people say about young people that they don't understand.
But like,
Yeah,
Phoenix
no,
is like super much older than you. But it's just funny in my head.
But he doesn't look
I'll
like
tell him.
he.
I'll tell him. Don't worry about it.
Right. So why? So he killed my wife, though.
What?
Did he kill my wife? Why does he
I
get
don't-
pictures of my wife on his phone?
I don't know. Let me
Let's look
stupid
at
jackass.
this. Like,
Because Darla doesn't know. Literally, Darla's like a weapon that's been used. So, like, I don't know. You know what? I pull out my actual phone and dial the new number of Phoenix and put it on speaker.
Okay. We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Just for dramatic sake. All right, so Celeste. Does your character work on Saturday?
I get blizzards on Saturday.
You get blizzards on Saturday. Okay, so you're at work, just not working, which is usually how it is anyway, but a little different this time. Okay. You're not expected to work this time. Okay.
I don't know why they expect me to work to begin with.
Exactly. So all day the office has been on edge, and you know why. They've had cops in and out of this place, like detectives in and out of this place doing, questioning people. And one of the cops is talking. You can't really hear what they're saying, but they're talking to another employee and kind of looking back and forth at you as they're talking. And the cop comes over to you with another one behind her. It's we'll say it's she's a tall, like 6'1", kind of, maybe played basketball in college, like a blonde lady with a suit on. She's definitely a detective. She's not in a uniform. And then there's a man probably about her same height. He seems to be Middle Eastern, of some sort of Middle Eastern descent, and he's got a thick kind of cop stash, and they both approach you, and the woman's doing mostly the one doing the talking, and she says, hey, I hate to interrupt you. That looks delicious.
You should get one.
I assume you're like, huh? What do you say?
I said you should get one.
Oh, I'm definitely going to once we've questioned everybody. Speaking of which, I think you might be the last person we need to question. Everybody was forced to work today. They said that was on the calendar. It was a mandatory work day. But you weren't here. You were the only one not here. But glad we caught you. Celeste, right?
Yeah. What's your name?
Oh shit. I'm Sergeant Reese, and this is Sergeant. Hold on.
Maybe Tarth. I feel like you're talking
about.
about Brenna Tarth in a suit when you're talking about the other person.
Oh yeah, she's just kind of similar. Yeah. Let me look up a culturally appropriate last name real quick. I don't want to make up a last name for like a real culture. This is Sergeant Kalpar, and we're just asking questions about your boss Angelo. We were told that you witnessed it pretty much firsthand. Your office is close by his, just down the hall there.
Yeah, he was going to take me to get more blizzards, and he's not able to do that. Are you going to help? You're going to buy me more blizzards?
Well, if we find him, maybe he can get you some more blizzards. But yeah, we just we were curious if you could just maybe recount the events of what happened for us. We can sit down over here, and she points to like a break room that y'all can just duck off into.
Oh, okay. I thought we were just going to sit here. Let me grab it. She's like, starts handing them blizzards.
Oh yeah, you had definitely enough for everyone.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, so we need to go back into there. Let me grab the ketchup container and the.
This isn't a bribe, is it? And she just sort of chuckles.
No, but I can give
Um,
you a bribe if you want.
Oh no, let's not have this conversation any further. That's actually highly
Okay,
illegal.
I'll call you later.
No. I need to know. We just need to get a report from you about what happened, if you don't mind. And she like puts a recording
Oh,
device.
I
And
don't
just
do reports. I get Rob to do the reports for me.
okay. Well, could you just tell us what happened when your boss went missing, and we will use our firsthand account of everything, and I can
Yeah,
just record it.
he told me they had to take my blizzards out of the fridge, and then he said he was going to get another fridge for my blizzards because it wasn't.
Okay. And then so we heard that he went into his office and locked the door a number of times,
Yeah, because
and
he had a meeting, but I mean, he wasn't meeting. I'm not supposed to tell you about the person that he's not supposed to be meeting with because he said HR said they can't meet together.
oh, that's
Yeah,
okay. Yeah,
they didn't tell you about that.
that's
The whole office knows.
yeah. I mean, I get that's not really our business. We're just sort of really concerned with his disappearance, not really with his infidelity
Well, so his
or
wife knew about
terrible
it. His wife knew that
ethics.
he was still talking to her.
Oh, oh wow, that's juicy. Anyway, no, but okay. How about this? Can you come down to the office and write something up for us? You can bring Rob with you.
What do you want me to write for you? My phone number? I can.
Yes, give us your phone number. And 1 second, I need to go to the restroom. And she gets up, and I'm sure your character's oblivious, but those watching at home could tell that this woman is highly frustrated. And she just walks away, to the bathroom to probably do some breathing exercises so she doesn't blow up on this person. And the the guy, Sergeant Kalpar, is still there, and he's like, hey,
Hey,
this thing's really good. This blizzard.
yeah, it is. It's one of my favorites. So you've been a cop
Listen,
long?
listen. I work for somebody who's looking for Angelo. Angelo owes my boss, Beelzebul, quite a bit. Beelzebul enough. Beelzebul's got enough of a status to where that Beelzebul is a very powerful devil that operates in town, specifically in the wild, area, because Tainted are also wild, so that's another reason why you're familiar with Beelzebul. You do know that Beelzebul is, a rival of Phoenix's specifically. A Phoenix is another popular name, at least well known enough in the wild community. But yeah, he says kind of at a low volume, and he's trying not to let anybody else hear, but he says Angelo owes Beelzebul quite a bit, and if this is a ploy to escape that debt, Beelzebul will find out. And if it's not for your boss's safety, you may want to find him and let him know that his life depends on this.
Well, somebody zapped him away. I don't know who. I mean, I could talk to Esme about it, but I don't really want to.
Listen.
No, really, he got zapped away in his office for who knows what.
We'll find him. Unless you want him dead.
No, I want my blizzards. Unless you're going to get them for me.
No. And if your boss owes you a bunch of... How about this? Your boss owes you a bunch of blizzards. Go find him. Bring him to us. We promise there'll be no harm to him. We're just going to have to get him to sign another contract. I'm sure he'll be fine with that. He's already signed 3 already.
Just 3?
His boss has a bad gambling problem, and for some reason, instead of loan sharks, he decides to come to the fucking devils and get money. So
I had nothing to do with that. I didn't direct him that way at all.
Yeah, no, I did. I don't think you're really guilty in this at all.
I didn't.
I know
do
what
anything.
you are. No offense. I know what you are. I can tell you're a fae, and maybe you can help your friend out by going and finding him. I don't know if if you know any wizards or really good private investigators, you might get in touch with them. I don't know. Listen,
What else is in it for me?
I'll owe you. So you would get out of character. You would get a debt off of this this tainted character.
Okay.
Okay. So let me go ahead and add it to your. Go ahead and add it to your sheet real quick. Debts to collect. 1 debt from Sergeant Kalpar, Kalpar. I'm gonna look how to pronounce that between sessions properly. So, 1 debt from Sergeant.
So are you single?
What did you ask him?
Are you single?
Married.
Is your boss single?
I don't think she's interested in other human beings like that. I mean, or Faye.
Just have her call me.
Okay. I mean, she's got your number. I don't think she'll be calling you for that reason. She's definitely probably going to call you to ask you some more questions.
Oh, it doesn't matter why she's calling me. Just have her call me.
She comes back and she's like, takes a deep breath before walking in and says, all right, well, I guess that's it. We'll see you down at the station. You can bring your friend Rob, fill out the report at whatever speed you want. I really don't have time today. I have not eaten in like 7 hours, and I've got weird blood sugar problems. So
You should eat.
Here, Kalpar, let's get out of
Celeste
here.
is going to like reach into her pocket and hand over a report to her.
Okay, thanks.
You should eat something.
Thanks.
Go to the counter and just tell them you want a number 2.
Did you say you hand her? What did you hand her?
Just
did you say rose quartz?
No, a report, like just the stuff written down.
I thought you said rose quartz. That just sounds like something a fairy would randomly.
You know what? And a piece of rose quartz.
And a piece of rose quartz. You should eat something. Go buy it with this. Buy it with this. Anyway, but as soon as when she says something like, if you know a wizard or a private investigator, you do remember your friend Olivia talking about a tracking spell of hers.
The smart thing would be.
Do you owe Olivia anything? No, Olivia owes you. So shit, that might be a good way. You could exchange a debt with Olivia and make her track this boss of yours down.
Can I just go to Olivia?
Yeah, you can just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't call her?
No.
You just show up at her house? Okay. Okay. So we'll move over to Olivia. What's Olivia up to? Let's just say, for the sake of story, that you're at your house. What are you up to?
Oh yeah, I'm probably in the attic. Like, I don't know, you guys play like I think it's Oblivion or Skyrim, where you have like the mage's room and you can like shoot spells at targets. I'm like doing that right now, so I probably have like charred crap on my face, and I've probably blown up a few things on the bookshelf next to me. So I kind of look like a mess, but I'm like trying to fine tune my skills as a wizard.
Okay, Julia is drinking vitamin water and, you know, trying to eat healthy today to kind of work off some of the imbibing that she did at the show last night. She's also working through her thesis to just clucking away. You know, she's been at this for months. She's on page like 23. She needs to get probably about 10 or 15 more pages before she's at a level that she claims that she would be happy with. But, you know, one thing she tries to do is to, you know, put quality content in there and not just try and meet a word count. So she's been doing tons and tons of like hands-on research by casting, you know, experimental magic and stuff. She's blown up quite a few things in the kitchen, including popped a few light bulbs.
I am a magician and a handy woman, so it happens all the time.
You get a we'll say time works weird, and just to move things along, you get a notification on your Ring camera app. Someone's at your door, and you look at them and you see. Go ahead and look into your camera, Janie, at how Celeste looks staring into the ring app here. Yes, that's perfect. So yeah, you see that.
All right, I click on the app. I'm like, "What's up? I'll be down in just a second. I'm just gonna warn you, I'm a big old mess." And probably when she's on the doorstep, she just hears like explosions in the attic, and like all of a sudden like maybe some shattering glass. And I come down, open up the door, and like I'm all like charbroiled and stuff. I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" Just
That's so
practicing
perfect.
some spells upstairs. No big deal. Not big.
You're muted.
That was on purpose.
Oh yeah, because you were in the ring camera.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Oh, spells, you said? What kind? Can I do a spell?
Are you caster?
I don't know.
I don't know. Mine's just kind of like a thing that got passed down through the family. But I got some books upstairs. So what brings you here?
Can you find my boss so he could get my blizzards for me?
Sure. Is he in trouble
Okay.
or something? Or
Probably.
late? Or okay. Well, I need an object that they own, and I should be able to like get some
Oh.
things. Couple
Because
You have
these
what's something
button
quirky that you
hats.
would have stolen from his office?
let's see. Does he have any like souvenirs from stuff on his desk?
Yeah, all kinds of stuff from like traveling in his RV with his wife.
I think she would have stolen like a paperweight thing.
Paperweight. Okay, he's got a Washington Monument paperweight. So yeah, you pull a Washington Monument paperweight out of your whatever fanny pack or whatever the hell you use. I'm actually wearing a fanny pack right now. That's so funny.
I have
I'm
a
gonna take this off.
backpack.
This is
I have a
uncomfortable.
little backpack purse that's
That's perfect.
it's got little rainbow and stars on it, and then it's also got like emoji smileys and stuff.
Oh, I really
I'd
like your
rock that.
bag. That's pretty cool.
Oh, 1 second.
And does she hand me the statue? Do you hand me the statue?
Well, first I look at the bottom because it's one of those where you look at the bottom, you see a picture, and I'm just like looking at the picture. Then I remember I have to hand it to you, and
Okay.
I do, but I like hand it to you awkwardly, so it almost drops.
Oh, okay. I'm like fumbling for it. I'm like, oh, I get why I almost dropped. That has some weight to it. Yeah, let's do this upstairs. Anything to drink, eat, snacks before we
Yeah,
head up?
sure. What you got?
I heard you like those frosty things. So, my roommate loves those. There's actually a few extra in the freezer if you want one. We have vanilla and chocolate, and sometimes
As you're
strawberry.
talking, she just walks in and straight towards your kitchen.
That's
I'm fine with it.
And
I'm
I
so
love
used
this
to like my
RP.
college friends coming in, so I'm just like, whatever.
I love this RP, but we do need to do this this move situation.
Sure.
Just to facilitate it properly. When you cash, so this is considered cashing in a debt.
Okay.
So remind your debtor why they owe you in order to do one of these things. So we will see, what does it say here? So one, debt from Olivia for interrupting her ritual. Okay, so yeah, I remember. So Celeste was doing a ritual to try and return this kid she was babysitting to the proper location in the Fey realm, and somehow your magic interrupted it. And so ever since then, you have owed Celeste a debt, Olivia. So that is, however, you're reminded of that in whatever way. Let's see. I assume y'all just have small talk about it. Well, you remember that thing with the thing? You said you'd pay me back, blah, blah, blah. And then, so this is where Celeste can make you either answer a question honestly, do you a favor at moderate cost, which would be the spell, lend a hand to your efforts. speaking of, when y'all lend a hand to each other in the future, we need to mark XP for that. For both people involved. That's pretty cool. Anyway, get in the way of someone else, erase a debt that they hold on someone else. So you can be like, hey, you don't owe me anymore as long as you let so and so off the hook. So that's another way you can do it. Or you can give a debt that you hold onto to someone else, so you can like trade debts around. So in this case, we're doing the favor at a moderate cost. So you can go ahead. Let's see. I'll go ahead and if Olivia, you could, or so Elise, you can go ahead and go on Olivia's sheet and erase your debts owed for Celeste, and I will erase the debt to collect on Celeste's sheet. So we've got that taken care of, and both of you need to mark. So I'll do the marking and stuff for you, Janie. So just so it's easier, like marking the XP and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark power for you because you did this debt move with a wizard, which is under power, and in your case, Olivia, you did this move with a fae, which is under wild. So you would mark wild.
Do I check the box next to the green number? Or...
Yep, that right there.
Oh, okay, thank you.
No problem. Yeah, I can access the sheets very easily and stuff. If anybody ever just needs help for messing with stuff, it's okay. I do not mind one bit.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh. All right. So and that's the stuff you can do with a PC. There's a whole other list of things you can do with NPCs and stuff that's like similar but different in some ways. But and so in this case, Olivia, you could have refused to honor a debt, which is then another move to be rolled. So if you're ever like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But
okay,
y'all are friends
for future in case the devil shows up or something.
Yeah, like Glyza's like, help me kick Frank's ass, and you're like, I'm just kidding.
I like my friend here, so I'm definitely gonna fulfill the debt. I'm gonna hand her an extra ice cream because I know she loves these, and I'll be like, "Don't worry, I'll buy my roommate some new ones." To the attic, it's where I keep the spell books and the stuff.
Okay, if we find my boss, he could buy more ice cream because he owes me.
Sure, yeah. If I see him around, just like give me the secret code of like, yes, that's my boss, and I'll be like, "Oh, hey, my friend here. I'll figure something out." Sure.
What does your ritual room look like?
Oh, the attic. So it's kind of like on the charm show, the attic they have, and maybe instead of like where the spell book is, there's like kind of like a cool glass case with like arcane artifacts, and maybe a couple in the room that have like old magicians artifacts. There's a lot of like trunks and kind of like circusy type stuff in there. And then like bookshelves and like desks that we sit and do schoolwork at. There's a couple desks up there. And just like cool posters, maybe like rock music, some witchy stuff, some tarot stuff. It's kind of like a mix.
Stevie Nicks posters.
Yeah, because me and Julia both decorate, so we help.
Celeste is going to make herself at home. I don't know how she does it in such a short amount of time, but
like a couch or something.
But yeah, she's got something bright spread out somewhere. Shoes are off.
Coloring in one of your coloring books, maybe.
Yeah, she's just. You don't know how she did it so fast, but this is home now.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. I don't care. I'm just like, oh, cool.
Fairy magic. Time behaves weirdly around them. Yeah. And you do know of fae and wizards being able to do like spell and ritual together and stuff to like assist each other.
Okay.
And get but once you start introducing fae magic with regular arcane magic, it starts to get a little wonky. So, but in a fun way sometimes.
Okay, I don't want to blow up my attic, so unless she's interested in helping, if she mentions asking to help, I won't say no.
Yeah, exactly. I don't blame you.
Okay.
But yeah, you can let's see, you can go ahead and we'll say that y'all could sit down and start like, form a circle together maybe, and she could do a lend a hand towards helping you channel.
Sure. Yeah, I already have like a big rug in the middle, and there's kind of different little like statues and objects around the circle.
Perfect. So what we'll do is we'll get So go ahead and roll 2d6. So this is for Celeste. Go ahead and roll 2d6 plus your power, Celeste, which is 2. No, it's not 2. Hold on, wrong character. 1. So go ahead and roll 2d6 plus 1.
I'm rolling it now. Just taking a second to type it.
No, it's all good. And you can,
Just
and
a
if you have
dice.
physical dice you'd rather use.
Oh, I got 2 6s.
Okay. All right. That's a lot. So yeah, you get a +1 to your channel check.
Okay.
So that's a 14.
I needed to.
Yeah, that's a lot. So yeah, you get so roll 2d6 plus your spirit +1, Olivia.
So that gives me 7. Yeah, I'm really glad I got help, or I would have failed that. So,
Oh, that is awesome.
yep.
So yeah,
Thank
you
you for your
barely
magic.
passed. That's
You know, I
amazing. I
want to
love when that
say
happens.
Celeste, before we do this, she rolls like a really sparkly d20.
Oh, that's
Oh my
amazing.
God.
So what is the go ahead and what does the tracking spell look like? I think you did it before, but
Yeah, so since this is a little heavier object, maybe it looks a little different. So for a second I'm holding this huge paperweight of the Washington Monument, but it begins to slowly like float over my hands and begins to like spin in a circle. Since I'm kind of channeling some of that Fey magic as well, you start seeing kind of like a rainbow and glitter, along with the black wisps I kind of create when I conjure. And I just kind of like get into the zone for a minute, and watch where my mind's eye takes me.
it takes you somewhere interesting. You let's see. Okay. It takes you to a large scale butchering operation.
Kind of like cattle or something else.
Yeah, cattle and pigs.
Okay.
And you the place is grimy and disgusting as you would expect it to be. It's not like it's not like FDA. No, the health department probably has not done a
They need a
thorough
thum,
check
thum,
here.
thum on their door kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah, this place is sketchy as hell. This place is
Okay.
like a serial killer might operate out of this, for sure.
Very
Or
Dexter.
the second Hostel film took place here. I don't know. But yeah, this place is rough. But yeah, you're. Hold on a second. I got a message. I'm sorry, I couldn't. All right, sorry, I was getting some chats.
That was good.
All right. All right. I'm bad at all these chats. All right, I got too many chat windows. All right, so you move yourself through, or sorry, your vision moves through this place, and you go down into a basement area. And as soon as you enter like the threshold of the basement area, like through a trap door, it's like it was soundproof because you can hear screams, deep masculine screams at the top of their lungs. There's definitely some sort of, won't get into too much detail, definitely some sort of torture type stuff going on
Okay.
down there.
And are there like when I was first walking through the meat processing, did I see any like labels or any like crates with like maybe like the company or anything on it?
A lot of that, if you would roll a little bit better, maybe I would say so. But
Okay.
it which by the way, you need to either mark corruption, suffer 1 harm, or take -1 ongoing until you rest. Your choice. You can do that kind of after I describe this. But
I might pass on that because I can't imagine there being too many like sketch chop shops.
yeah, exactly. Taking the -1 wouldn't be that bad. I'm gonna say it's kind of like Frank's visions. You know, there's just some specifics are just not.
That's fine.
They're just too vague. You know what I mean? Like it's too blurry, or
Yeah, that's fine.
your mind's eye doesn't focus on it. But you can
I'm not gonna spend
You do know
anything, so yeah.
you do know it's probably not too far away. Knowing, I will say maybe you were caught up a little bit on kind of what's going on, and you know it's maybe not too far away given what's going on, given who it involves, because the people it involves operate out of this town.
Okay.
I mean, it could be, who knows? I mean, people can freaking teleport. So, I got like 73. How many more? Do I got any more? What is this group? Oh, we got a group text. All right, everybody gets a group text that says from Celeste that says 3 ferrets, 7 fancy goldfish, and and then it just doesn't say anything else.
In a woodchuck in a pear tree.
you're like in the middle of this tracking vision and you feel your thigh buzz. You're like, okay, ignore that. But you do know that if you got in your car and just started driving, you would be able to find it.
Okay, cool.
As long as you kept that personal object in your pocket,
All
or just
right.
in your center console or whatever.
All right, Celeste, you ready for a road trip? I don't know how to explain this. I don't know where we're going, but the cosmic GPS is telling me where to go. So, you're ready for some fun?
Oh yeah, I forgot we were doing this.
Oh, no, it's fine. Bring the adult coloring book. It's Dungeons and Dragons, man. It's super cool. Shit, you can have it. And yeah, you ready to ride?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
She like leaves stuff behind,
Like her personal items.
and I think she probably took some things out, and it's she
That's
left a
fine.
mess.
Exchange, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I take her down the stairs. We'll pass like a bunch of like old photo frames of like people performing magic or standing on stage doing kind of tricks and stuff. And some of them are like recent, they're my parents, and some of them are like really old from like the 1900s and the 1800s, kind of like magicians posters. And then I head out to my garage. I have
Can
some.
we
Go
pick
ahead.
up my
Yeah.
pets? Can we pick up my pets?
We'll do that after, because Cosmic
Oh.
GPS might just be like, never mind, and
Oh, okay.
you might be,
That
yeah.
is true.
So,
I'm just
yeah,
gonna send another text that says I want a puppy too, but we can't come right now.
and yeah, okay, and then, yeah, I just get in the Jeep, so I have like the old Rust Bucket CJ, and yeah.
Excellent. All right, so yeah, you're in the old Jeep trucking down, and you end up on some like old county roads and whatnot, and the reception's not super great, so your group text takes a minute to come through. Looks like you might have another one. It looks like Macks is typing right now when you look down at the group text. So and a what question mark from Macks, and then of course he signs his signature at the end because he's old and doesn't realize that people know who it's coming from already. And the message is labeled at the beginning.
I know I don't have a
tell my mom
signal.
that all the time. I'm like, you don't have to sign your name.
I know I don't have a signal, but I'm gonna try to call and be like, and a puppy. I want a puppy.
Yeah. Beep, beep, the phone cuts out on you. It's coming in and out.
Yeah.
And so we'll actually, speaking of Macks, so y'all are riding, listening to the radio, and then we'll cut over to Max's character.
Okay.
So, or sorry, Andy's character, Macks. What is? Let me look at my notes. What's Macks up to on this late Saturday afternoon, early Saturday evening?
Well, right now, Max has been waking up pretty early, doing his morning routine, doing the perimeter check, and actually right now he's in his workshop. If you were to walk in right now, you would see him in full fireproof gear, a welding hat helmet down over his face, and him just in one of the back corners of this big warehouse. There's several tables that are made of but two are made of metal and one is made of wood. Depending on what material he's working with, he's going to be in a different spot. Right now, he's back on his furthest away table where he does a lot of his metal working. You can see a lot of pipes and a lot of things that could be explosive later. And he's currently getting to work on rigging up this pyrotechnic contraption in the back of his workshop right now.
Got it. What's that for?
Well, that is for Olivia. I'm in the process of making the big fire contraption. Fire and magic go together all the time, but it's also useful when you don't need to spend your own magic to make some cool fire. You could use that for some other stuff. So he's been working on this one for a little bit. It's just about ready, I think. Or he thinks. He hasn't fully tested it all out yet, but it's getting there for sure. It's almost done.
So yeah, you just pull your mask up, your welding mask, to go and take a sip of your Diet Coke, or whatever you drink. I just assume Diet Coke.
He would have some of those, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Warm.
Eat your little Vienna sausage, take a little Vienna sausage break. I mean, you like them just as much as your pet.
Oh,
monster.
that's why he likes them, because they're around. I didn't buy them for him.
You get a phone call from Quint. It says Quint in your phone. You know Quint as another one of the old guard, you know, that used to help you keep shit locked down in this place, you know. And he sells guns and explosives now, and buys a lot of them from you.
I make good shit.
Yeah. But yeah, he's calling you on your flip phone. Sorry, I just keep making fun of you for I'm being ageist, I think, but I need to chill out. I'm being ageist.
Yeah, he flips it open.
All right.
Hey, Quint, is this Quint? It's Macks.
Let's do put a name to a face before we start this conversation, just to see if either one of you owe each other a debt.
Ooh, actually, if I'm putting a name to a face, can I old friends, old favors this one?
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm gonna roll with mind.
Remind me what that does again.
So that is a roll with mind, and instead of putting a name to a face, on a hit, which looks like it is an 8 + 2, that is a 10. They can offer me comfort and aid, even if it exposes them to danger. And they just are. I definitely know this person, and we're chilling cool.
Yeah.
I think.
Gotcha.
They're an old friend instead of some random new person.
No, that's perfect. I love that move. Yeah. So like I said, anyway, y'all know each other from back in the day, you know. So that worked out perfectly. Yeah. So at any point, he would offer you comfort and aid, but at this point, he seems to be asking you for a favor. All right. So, all right. So you say, "This is Max," and he says, "Oh, I know who the hell I'm calling. I put your number on my contacts list and sent it. Hit send, and of course, and it'd been saying your name for the past, 5 seconds while you waiting to answer the damn phone.
You've been saying my name into the ringer?
I can. No, it says it on the screen. You still got that old flip phone, boy. You need.
The screen's a little. It says Quint, and then it scrolls and it says ton, and then it keeps scrolling and it says your last name.
Well, there you go, man. That's how.
Yeah.
And it says it like that on mine, but a lot easier because it's just one big old screen. You see.
Well.
Anyway, we need to quit fucking talking about these phones, man. They're getting crazier and crazier every year. I get it.
I need more than just texts and calls. Speaking of, wait, what's it?
Hey, man. We're those last explosives. I just want to go start things off. Those last pipe bombs you made me. They work charm.
Hell yeah, they do.
Yeah, those things work good. Couple people probably ain't too happy about how well they work, but whatever. That's none of my business.
I make sure they work, and you make sure they get to who they should belong to. So I mean, that ain't my business. That was all you, man.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, those work good. But listen,
Yeah.
I've been having trouble. I've been trying to put together a little crew.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I've been having trouble doing it. I didn't know if you had some contacts lying around, maybe some folks with some gumption that feels like going out into the damn swamp and doing some dangerous shit with me. I just need some people to have my back.
What kind of dangerous shit we talking about, Quint?
Man. And now listen, I want to say he knows about Gilly.
Okay.
He's like, I ain't talking about Gilly now. I'm talking about something scary, something big, something nasty.
You're not talking about little Tale neither, are you?
No, this
Not a
thing
gator?
got let loose. This thing got let loose a couple weeks ago. Started off with livestock, and now it's done hurt somebody. Next, it's gonna kill somebody, and I can't let this happen. Up there by my house, and he lives pretty up in the woods, kind of like on the other side of the map from where you're at. It's like up there by my house, I've been keeping them woods clean. I've been keeping them safe. Little kids can go out running around there, have fun. But this kind of puts a stop to that.
Yeah, we can't. Do you know what this thing is?
Man, it's some kind of fucking weird experiment. Some scientists
Shit.
done got involved with a wizard that didn't know what they was doing, and they done made some sort of abomination, man, and it's just been living out in the swamp. I saw that thing munching on a damn gator tail last time I saw it. I've seen it twice now.
What's it look like to you?
Man, it's like
It's got
It's kinda hard
fur.
to
It's got
describe.
scales. It's got
it's a little bit like a skunk ape, but it's got
shit.
instead of
Okay.
arms, it's got big old octopus tentacles.
Okay. Okay.
And I think it's got some sort of sharp thing on the end of its tail. It might even have two tails with some
Okay.
sharp things on the end of them. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what the hell it's called, but listen, I got this fella who works up the library and runs the university. You probably heard of him. This fella named Ewan Lewis. And you've heard of you.
Yeah,
Even in
I
your
know that
circles, you've heard
name.
of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
He's a
probably
big
one of the
magic
most
guy.
powerful wizards.
Yeah. Been a little dealing with him a little bit, but not too much.
But that man Ewan, he said he's gonna help me capture it. So it's gonna be
okay.
me and him. This thing's already something dangerous, so I figured maybe we could have some people. It's real hard to track, so that's why I want you to maybe get a crew together. We can go out there, I'll supply all the boots and waders and flashlights and everything we need.
All right.
We go out there with the crew, split up, track this thing down.
Okay. Yeah, but we can't have this thing running out there. We got to make sure that the woods is safe for anybody who needs to be out there exploring. And let alone this beast, we need to figure out where it came from. We can't let this thing be running around out there like all on its own.
Yeah, we just put them trails up there too.
Yeah, people working hard up there. All right. Let me make some calls. Let me send some texts or whatever, and I'll text you back when I got some leads.
All right, for sure. So I'm thinking about running this op tomorrow night.
Okay.
Yep. So if we can't get at least 4 or 5 more people, then we ain't gonna do it tomorrow night. But
damn, you
I
think
got
we need
somebody
4
in
or 5
mind.
more people on top of you, me, and Ewan?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this thing's big, man. I'm telling you, it's about 14, 15 feet tall, and them tentacles, they about as long as arms, right? But they stretch out, man. They just go out about 4 or 5 times bigger than they are normally,
Shit. All right. Okay. All
and
right.
it's tough too. Bullets don't go through it.
All right, bring
Not small ones anyway.
I'll bring out my other some other things I got hanging out here.
Yeah,
I'll
bring
make
some
some
high
calls.
ass caliber.
I know just the things. I'll bring some stuff into some folks, and I'll let you know tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll be there. Well,
Yeah, tomorrow, and
yeah.
I'll owe every single one of you. I'll do whatever we got to do, man. I got money, I got guns, I got time. Just get them.
Yeah, we gotta. If he's making a ruckus over there, how long is it gonna be till he tries to come over here? And we can't have that. We'll stop this guy. We'll figure him out. Yeah.
Yep. And one last thing. You
Yeah.
okay with working with a wolf?
Which wolf?
Well, I got a fella wanting to get his name out there, and we worked together on a couple things. I've been selling him guns and stuff. He's an old biker fella. Used to be part of this crew that came in town recently, but he says he's parted ways with them, riding on his own, living the nomad life. But he's got gumption, and that is a requirement, like I said.
I mean, if they don't got that, they ain't nothing. So
That's true. That's all I got. Hell, that's the only thing keeping me alive is gumption.
you and me both, man.
Well, it's good catching up with you, buddy.
We gotta do it like that. All missions aside, we gotta we gotta figure this thing out. So if you trust him, I trust him.
Yep.
At least
all right, cool, man. Well, it was good catching up. Hopefully, next time we can just go get a beer and sip on a cigar and enjoy the sunset or something instead of having to worry about trudging through the mud like we always find ourselves doing.
Yeah, that does sound nice, but you can't beat the mud either, huh?
Yeah. It's good for your skin, though, I hear. Anyway. All right, man. Take it easy.
You too, man.
You just keep me posted.
Will you? I'll rally some troops and we'll
Hey, Darlene! Hey, Darlene! What's for dinner? And then it hangs up.
No, yeah, Max is already.
But yeah. And you hear Darlene, man, like, go and cook yourself one of those meals. Those frozen meals. Oh shit. Hangs up. But yeah, we'll go ahead and go to break. Cause we're right at the break time. Break time.
All right.
So and then we will go through Macks calling everybody and rounding them up for this mission, hopefully. And we will deal with a couple other things we got. So all right.